How's it going, aliens? My name's iALiEN. Today I'm back on another Identity 5 video. Today I will be doing a hunter guide for the newest hunter to come out, Axeboy. So let's get right into the video. Okay, before I get into the guide, I do want to plug my Discord server. We have almost 600 members. The link will be in the pinned comment below and in the description. So go click the link and join the server today. So I have been gone for like a month and even longer since commentary videos, but we're just going to pretend like I haven't been gone that long and get right back into making videos. But I do plan to post a lot more since it's the summer for me. No more school, so I have a lot more time to post and play Identity 5. I haven't played that much this season. In terms of Hunter, I'm just Dragon, no stars in it. But I will be playing a lot more and posting a lot more. So if there's any videos you want me to make, put it in the comments below. I'll read the comment, and more than likely I'll make that video. So any guides for any characters, tier list, etc., whatever videos you want, put it in the comments below and I'll try and get that video out. So let's get right into the guide. First, let's look over his external traits. Corrupt area. Over time, the peaceful pine seedlings will grow and expand its roots to form a corrupt area. As the seedlings grow, two resentful souls will converge unconsciously in the area. When many peaceful pine roots connect with each other, it will form a complete corrupt area. Robbie is able to control the resentful souls in the corrupt area to move them quickly to him in order to absorb them and gain a temporary acceleration effect. So what this means is there's trees around the map, and the resentful souls are like fireballs, and you can drag the fireballs to you to get a speed boost. During this process, if the resentful soul comes in contact with survivors, it will deal damage equal to one normal attack to survivors and disappear. The resentful souls will reappear in the vicinity of the peaceful pine after 20 seconds. So if you hit someone with the fireball, then it will damage them, and it's a 20-second cooldown. Endless growth. At the beginning of each game, several peaceful pine seedlings will grow in the area, and a maximum of 6 peaceful pines can be present in one game. Survivors can destroy mature peaceful pines to remove the corrupt area and resentful souls. However, destroying the peaceful pine will provide the hunter with an indication of the survivor's location. Destroyed peaceful pines will leave a branch for Robbie, and Robbie can also obtain a branch from a peaceful pine that has matured for a while to plant a new pine. So you can destroy the trees and it takes away the fireballs, but the hunter does get a notification that you destroyed it, and when you destroy it, if he goes over the tree, then he gets the pine back. And so what you start off the game with at 0 presence is to be able to use the fireballs, is to be able to drag the fireballs, and if you hit someone while it's dragging to you, it does damage. And if you can also just use it for a speed boost. And at 1,000 presence, you get an ability to create a path or a road that gives you a speed boost when you go through it. And at max presence, the cooldown gets shorter, and also you can shoot out fireballs. So first you drag them to you, and then they shoot out of you, so it's much easier to hit survivors. And that's where he excels at the most. He is similar to Feaster, he's a late presence hunter, an in-game hunter. He has some ability early game, but not much, and he excels in game when he has max presence. So that could probably give you a hint to what persona you use on him. Let's look into the trait that I like to use. There are 2 traits, in my opinion, that you can use. You can use Blink, or you can use Patroller. Excitement isn't that good. Abnormal is not good. Listen is too OP. Peeper is usable on him, and it makes sense. It makes it easier for you to hit the fireballs through walls, so that's also a possibility. And Teleport is good and can be good on big maps like Moonlit and Lakeside for him, but he needs something to help him kill someone quick, similar to Feaster, because Teleport doesn't help in that, and he doesn't have enough to kill a survivor on his own, so he needs a trait to help him out. So that's where you go, either Blink or Patroller. It's all up to personal preference. It's kind of like Dream Witch. Those are the 2 traits you use. It's just personal preference. If you have the ping to use Patroller, then you can try it out. If you don't, then just use Blink. I just don't like Patroller. I try to use it. I only use it if there's a forward on the team, since it counters forward and still helps with kiting. But usually I just use Blink. And let's get into the persona I use on him. I go up left, a clown persona or a feaster persona. Because you want to snowball with him, so you want to really, once you kill that one survivor, you want to just camp super hard and not let them save. So in an ideal game for Axeboy, you don't get to the ciphers popping because you would have stopped the rescues. So you don't need the tension on him, and you need up on him to really help against kiting because of destructiveness. You need the pallet destruction speed. Confined space helps. You don't need it, but Fallen Misfortune is nice. Doom Shocks are always nice. So up is really powerful persona for him. And then you need left, not to get his first ability quicker, but to make it take one less hit for him to be fully fed. And that's why you use left for insolence, to make it one less hit you need to be fully fed. And then just put it in Berserker, and Tinnitus, and Inertia for the attack recovery speed. You can also use up, down, left, down if you need detention, but I do prefer just left up, going no detention on him. Now I want to talk about his place in the meta and what tier I believe him to be. I think Axeboy is a very decent hunter, and he's definitely strong, but he's also not overpowered by any means. He's not nowhere near that. He's not Ripper, he's not Soul Weaver, he's not even Clown or Photographer. So he's a decent hunter. He will be better than like Hellember and Gamekeeper and Feaster. But then he's probably around the same tier as someone like Wu Chang, Mad Eyes, Dream Witch, to where he's a pretty simple hunter to use, but a lot can go wrong with him. There will be games where you just get kited. Like, you just get kited the entire game by some perfumer or prospector, and they just kite you the whole game. And he doesn't have anything like Ripper or Soul Weaver to really stop that. And if that happens, you lose and you don't have any comeback like Wu Chang. But then in an ideal game, you'll get a hit relatively quickly, and then you'll get the next hit with your blink, and then you're in a good position. You may not stop the first rescue, but you'll gain max presence, and then you'll put them back on the chair, and now you're at max presence, and then you stop the second rescue, and then you will win most games like that. That's a typical game, a typical winning formula for Axeboy. But like I said before, a lot can go wrong, as in you can get kited, And if that happens, then you will not win. And he's not going to come back if you get kited that long. So that's why he's around B tier. I would say he's a B tier hunter, maybe like B minus tier hunter. But he's pretty fun to use, he's pretty simple to use, and he's relatively strong. And you can use him in high tiers, in my opinion. Now let's get into the gameplay so I can show you how I use Axeboy at a top tier level. And the course of a game of me using Axeboy. I think I was like about to hit dragon at this point. So this is top tier gameplay. Red Church is a pretty good map for him. It's a pretty decent map. I like it a lot on Axeboy. Find the mercenary first, so I immediately leave. I'm not gonna waste time chasing a mercenary. And this map is small enough to transition to other survivors, so there's no reason for me to stay on a mercenary and waste my time. They destroyed a tree, gave me a notification. I see the perfumer. She's not a bad one to go after because he can counter perfumer, but I see the mind's eye, so I'm immediately going to switch off. I just miss it, and that's a good stun from the mind's eye. I just missed the soul. Tried to use the speed boost, but that was just a good job. She's doing a pretty good job of kiting right now. But then I take the other way. I confuse her since it is a mind's eye. I have blink, so I'm just waiting for the time to use blink, and now she's down. So I'm in a good spot at this point. Perfumer's trying to body block, which can waste a little bit of time, but what this means is only 2 people are decoding, which will hurt the overall ciphers. And I didn't even have to use blink to down her because she is in a very difficult kiting spot. So now it's a pretty good spot. Perfumer wasn't decoding at all. So, and they probably should have used owl, but they didn't. Perfumer was not decoding at all, which means there's going to be 3 ciphers instead of 2. You want to use the skill at the chair, and you want to use it there to give you a better chance of terror shots. When they used owl, just hit the mercenary. And now I'm just going to catch up to the mind's eye. And the good thing of me not using blink earlier is now I have blink to get this down, which is going to help. So mines with broken windows could have actually kited longer. Could have kited me longer. But with blink, that completely stops the second kite. Once again in a good position. There's no mechanic. I banned mech, and this is why I banned her, because there would be a lot more decoding, a lot more ciphers if mechanic was on the team. I'm fully fed as well, so now my camping will be really good, and it's really difficult to save off of a fully fed Axeboy. Got there too late, and then boom, double hit. So he can double hit similar to Ripper, but actually probably more overpowered than Ripper in terms of double hit. His double hit is better because you aren't using your attack button to double hit. You're using a secondary attack, so then you can just secondary attack, wait for it, and then boom, it's really strong. And counters Perfumer. He does a good job of countering Perfumer, similar to Ripper. So now I know there's 2 ciphers. They're trying to pop this one, and then so Merc could hold the other, and then they pop borrowed time. That's what they're trying to do, and then I can probably tie. But I stopped this cipher, so now and I hit him off elevation, so no attack recovery. So now I'm in a great position because I stopped the cipher they needed to pop. Because now they're going to have to try and pop that cipher while I'm standing right by it, which is a lot more difficult. And I also was able to double hit. I know the Merc is decoding, so I need to stop it. I know it's close. I hit him with no attack recovery. He's about to die, but he'll have enough time to pop the cipher. Got it in just in time. Pop the cipher just in time. Streamer tries to run, but I do have my blink back, and now I win. So this is really an ideal game for Axeboy when I use him. A nice map in Red Church. It's a pretty decent team comp for survivors. They have a decoder, 2 kiters, and a rescue. They get to use Seer, and I'm still able to get the 3-man and the win. And you can do this. You use Blink. You can do this pretty often. I've been using him. I've been winning a good bit with Axeboy, and I really do like him. I do find him to be a good hunter. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, in the near future, please subscribe to the channel, and that'll be all for the video. Bye.